dawn breaks. The young hermit wakes in his cabin, sharing affection with his dog before stepping into the crisp air. He crosses stones to draw clear stream water, beginning the day with a ritual of natural purification. The fire roars brightly within the dimly lit cabin. A blazing hearth sets the stage for a tranquil morning ritual, as boiling water is poured over powdered tea, releasing a rich and inviting aroma. The mixture is blended to perfection with gentle care. This allows the young craftsman to sip his warm brew by the window, finding a moment of peace to mentally prepare for the rigorous task that lie ahead in the forest. The young artisan enters his rustic log-walled workshop to carefully inspect the fresh bamboo stalks. He secures a long pole on the bench, sawing with a steady rhythm as wood chips fly across the workspace. Several cut sections already lie neatly arranged, while he focuses on finishing the last piece. Setting aside the saw, he wields a broad blade, striking firmly to split the tough bamboo edge open for the intricate crafting that lies ahead in this traditional process. The long bamboo stalk is split open, peeling away rapidly to form fine, flexible weaving strips. These delicate pieces are carefully gathered and neatly arranged upon the workbench for the next stage. A circular base receives 5 vertical poles, creating a rigid structural skeleton. Then extremely thin strips are woven through the frame in a precise alternating over and under pattern. Weaving requires precision. Seated on a wooden stool, the hermit meticulously weaves slender strips into the circular frame to construct the core mechanism of a bamboo trap. Small segments are carefully installed into critical positions, and after verifying internal alignment against the light, the workspace is cleared for the next phase. The intricate woven structures inside each tube are revealed in close-up shots, showcasing the complexity hidden within the simple bamboo exterior. The puppy sleeps soundly in the bright, warm sun. The young man walks past with gentle care, respecting this quiet companionship between human and animal. Carrying his long blade and shovel, he reaches a damp hillside nearby. He digs into the wet earth, searching for lively worms to use as bait. This step is crucial for the trap's success in the stream. With precision, he stuffs the creatures into the narrow bamboo slits. Then he shoulders his gear, moving through dense ferns where afternoon sunlight creates beautiful beams through the trees. Stones crash heavily. Satisfied with the submerged traps, the hermit turns his attention to a massive construction project, pushing a wheelbarrow loaded with heavy stones along the muddy path. Reaching the riverbank foundation, he forcefully tips the cart, sending a cascade of rocks crashing down to begin the arduous task of reinforcing the shore. Bending by the water, the young man carefully selects stones for his construction work. He lifts a massive flat rock, straining with visible effort to angle it precisely against the edge of the bamboo fence. With focused calm, he clears away debris from the stone joints. To secure the foundation, a huge black boulder is rolled into the water to serve as a stable base. Finally, a long rectangular stone is carried across the muddy ground and laid across 2 pillars, forming a sturdy horizontal beam structure. The wall rises higher with each passing moment. More stones are hauled up the steep slope to neatly cap the upper tier, while massive rocks are wedged tightly around the wooden pillars beneath the cabin floor. A shovel expertly tosses damp soil into the back crevices of the wall, locking the structure firmly in place. As the young man walks along the edge to clear away the stubborn weeds, his black goat follows close behind, its bell ringing clearly in the quiet air. The structure now stands firm, with the primary reinforcement complete. The towering stone wall rises in harmonious contrast to the cabin, demonstrating the sheer scale of physical effort invested. The young man begins the final phase, shoveling a mixture of gravel and soil into the wooden cart with steady rhythm. He then dumps this crucial filler directly over the massive stone gaps, securing the foundation against the elements and ensuring long-term stability for the entire hillside construction project. The construction of the timber framework commences with meticulous care and deliberate precision. Attention shifts to a slender pole, which is carefully inspected and measured against the corridor of the wooden cabin to determine the precise dimensions required for the build. Shouldering a heavy peeled log, the young builder crosses the rustic wooden bridge to reach the clearing. There he aligns a second massive timber perfectly beside the first, ensuring the foundation is solid and true for the sturdy structure that will soon rise from the earth around him. Wood piles grow steadily. Endless trips between the forest and the cabin result in a towering stack of timber, prompting the careful organization of chisels and mallets for the work ahead. Equipped with a framing square and charcoal, precise measurements and layout lines are marked on the log ends while the curious black goat sniffs at the tools with interest, observing every move made by the young builder as he prepares to cut. The black goat settles directly onto the log between his legs, blocking the workspace and forcing a gentle pause. He strokes its back with tender care before lifting the clingy animal aside. With the path cleared, he raises the wooden mallet once more. The crisp sound of metal striking wood echoes through the valley as wood chips fly. Each high-frequency blow is delivered with focused rigor, carving out a mortise of perfect dimensions. Joints take shape. Pausing to clear the accumulated wood shavings, the goat immediately investigates the fresh timber scent, while the hermit controls his striking force, preventing the wood from splitting. He expertly chips away the final waste material to reveal a flawless U-shaped groove and a precisely carved triangular dovetail joint. The young man carefully aligns two processed logs to verify the structural tightness of their joint. Beside him, a goat observes with unwavering focus as the handsaw begins its rhythmic back-and-forth motion. The steady sound of cutting wood fills the quiet air, accompanied by faint breaths, marking a moment of persistence and quiet watchfulness. Once the cut is fully complete, he precisely marks layout lines on the timber surface. Holding his breath in deep concentration, he strikes the chisel handle with a heavy mallet, sending wood chips and bark flying through the still mountain air. The chisel bites deep into the log's interior. By carefully adjusting angles, the young craftsman gradually reveals the dovetail profile. A playful goat intrusion is gently brushed aside as he returns to his serious work. After swiftly finishing the edge trimming with powerful strokes, he exhales in satisfaction at the semi-finished piece. A custom wooden wedge is driven into the connection point, locking the structure tightly through compression before he rises to prepare for the next drilling process. The first vertical post rises successfully erected against the open sky. The black goat leaps with evident joy, sharing in the structural triumph of the rising frame. With precise and careful repetition, the second post slides perfectly into its designated place. Now the hermit stands firmly on the high crossbeam, lifting a massive horizontal timber overhead to complete the primary structure of the shelter. Perched high upon the beam, the young man drives wooden wedges into place to secure the final reinforcements. A satisfied pat on the sturdy pillar signals a brief respite from the demanding construction work. Deep within the forest, venturing through the dim, moss-covered woods, he navigates scattered rocks until reaching a clear, flowing stream. Here, pure mountain spring water is harvested by submerging a large bamboo tube, watching bubbles rise as it fills completely. The opening is then sealed with a prepared stopper, and 2 full containers are bound together for the steady journey back to base. The young hermit hoists heavy bundles of water-filled bamboo tubes onto his back, crossing the stream with steady, deliberate steps over the slippery stepping stones. Arriving at the pond enclosure, he carefully spreads fresh, vibrant banana leaves across the wooden rack to prepare a lush meal. The black goat eagerly climbs the bridge to graze on the tender greens, while a spotted puppy watches nearby with quiet curiosity. Finally, the hermit crouches down and slowly pours the crystal-clear mountain spring water from the bamboo into a dark ceramic jar. Dinner preparation begins. Cool spring water splashes over lively fish and shrimp, breathing vibrant life into the ceramic jar before the catch is meticulously threaded onto bamboo skewers by the young man. Placed over a roaring charcoal fire, the shrimp shells gradually turn a vivid red under the heat. This prompts a quick dash across the small bridge to the terraced garden behind the wooden house, where fresh, dew-covered leafy greens are carefully selected from the lush vegetable patch to complete the meal.